On this video we're taking a look at our NBA parlay for the games that are happening on Tuesday, March 29, 2022. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Our first parlay pick is Philadelphia 76ers vs Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks plus 1.5 points. And here is why. The Milwaukee Bucks are averaging 114.9 points on 46.6% shooting and allowing 111.2 points on 45.3% shooting. Giannis Antetokounmpo is averaging 29.7 points and 11.6 rebounds, while Chris Middleton is averaging 20.3 points and 5.4 assists. Jrue Holiday is the third double-digit scorer and Bobby Portis is dishing 1.2 assists. The Milwaukee Bucks are shooting 36.8% from beyond the arc and 77.5% from the free throw line. The Milwaukee Bucks are allowing 35.1% shooting from deep and are grabbing 46.8 rebounds per game. The Milwaukee Bucks are expected to have Antetokounmpo and Holiday for this contest, and that makes them tough to turn down in the underdog role. The Philadelphia 76ers have been hit or miss at times these last couple of weeks, and their defensive effort comes and goes. The Bucks are too good of a team when they have their best players to turn down in the underdog role, regardless of whom they're playing. The Milwaukee Bucks and Philadelphia 76ers have identical records with just 8 regular season games remaining, and tonight's matchup potentially goes a long way to deciding who might top the Eastern Conference. This is the third and final meeting between the two teams during the regular season, with each team winning one on the road, so as well as inching closer to first place, a tiebreaker is on the line. Throw into the mix the fact this game features 2 of the NBA's top scorers in Giannis Antetokounmpo and Joel Embiid, and the ingredients are all there for a fun night. Milwaukee hasn't been an underdog often this season, but they haven't fared well in these situations, going 4-10 straight up in Austrian shillings. Philly is 21-16 straight up at home, but just 11-17 as a home favorite. Since the James Harden acquisition, the Sixers are 4-4 at TS as a home favorite. Both of these teams are below .500 against the spread versus the Eastern Conference. Milwaukee has the hotter offense as of late, but Philadelphia has the better defense. Those are just a handful of the facts which make it tough to separate the teams on paper. However, in a game where the spread likely won't matter, give me the better team with an in-form offense that has a clear leg up on the rest of the Eastern Conference. Our second parlay pick is Washington Wizards vs Chicago Bulls -3. And here is why. The Chicago Bulls are averaging 111.8 points on 48.1% shooting and allowing 111.4 points on 47.1% shooting. DeMar DeRozan is averaging 27.6 points and 5 assists, while Zach LaVine is averaging 24.8 points and 4.7 rebounds. Nikola Vucevic is the third double-digit scorer, and Kobe White is dishing 3 assists. The Chicago Bulls are shooting 37.3% from beyond the arc and 81% from the free throw line. The Chicago Bulls are allowing 36.4% shooting from deep and are grabbing 42.5 rebounds per game. The Bulls are going to make the playoffs for the first time in 5 years, but they could finish anywhere from 1st to 7th, depending on how they close the season, coupled with the results of 6 other teams. They are on the road, but this is still a good spot to grab a win from a Washington team that packed it in a while ago. The only downside with the Bulls on Tuesday is that while they have gotten healthier over the last couple of weeks, they are playing in New York on Monday night. They went down to a 5-point loss to the Knicks at MSG and might be a little winded. Washington took advantage of a weakened Golden State team to get a second win in a row on Sunday. Shooter Corey Kispert led the way with 25 points as he tries to salvage what has been a less than stellar rookie season. It hasn't been dramatic, but since being acquired from Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis has picked up his game. His numbers are up across the board, so maybe they do have a building block for the future there. The Bulls have been solid in back-to-back situations, going 8-7. That includes a perfect 4-0 record when both games have been on the road. They are just 2-2 at TS in those games, but with a small number to cover, I like the spot for the Bulls. With Washington off a couple of wins, their value is about as high as it is going to get in this last stretch of the season. Fading the Wizards is where I want to be. Our third parlay pick is Dallas Mavericks vs Los Angeles Lakers. Over 218.5 points. And here is why. The Los Angeles Lakers have been in a major slump as they've lost 6 of their last 8 games, and they will be hoping to snap a 2-game skid after getting stopped by the Pelicans in a 116-108 road loss on Sunday. LeBron James led the team with 39 points, 9 rebounds and 5 assists. Malik Monk added 23 points with 6 assists off the bench, while Russell Westbrook chipped in with 18 points with 7 rebounds and 6 assists. As a team, the Lakers shot 52% from the field and 14 of 35 from the three-point line as they dominated the first half to build an early 23-point lead, but they took their foot off the gas and paid the price in the second half, where they got outscored by 67-39 to suffer one of their worst defeats of the season. The Dallas Mavericks have been in great form as they've won 11 of their last 15 games overall, and they will be looking to stay hot after routing the Jazz in a 114-100 home win on Sunday. Luka Doncic led the team with 32 points, 10 rebounds and 5 assists. Reggie Bullock drained 7 three-pointers to finish with 23 points, while Jalen Brunson tallied 22 points with 10 rebounds and 5 assists. As a team, the Mavericks shot 51% from the field and a sizzling 17 of 34 from the three-point line as they poured in 37 points in the second quarter to climb back from an early 11-point deficit before turning to their defense and holding the Jazz to just 41 points in the second half to win easily in the end. The last 5 Lakers games have seen 224, 247, 251, 246 and 251 points scored, so I am a bit surprised the projected total for tonight's game has been set at a modest 218.5 points. Sure, the Mavericks play at a slow pace this season, but against a Lakers side that ranks 6th in pace of play and has a motivated Russell Westbrook, I think we could see at least 220 points here. Russ knows just one mode of play, and that is attack. His team isn't capable of slowing down anyone, with the Lakers allowing 120.7 ppg over their last 3 matchups, the 5th highest mark in the NBA. If Law wants to stay competitive in this one, they will have to set the tempo early on, so I'd recommend going over the total. Disclaimer: no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.